What meditation is, you are. The self is bodiless. Meditate on formless existence. The self is free from all thought. Meditate on inconceivable consciousness. The self is not the ego. Meditate on the self's own nature, uncaused bliss. What meditation is, that you are. Meditate upon what meditation is. Meditation is truly abidance in the self, as the self. Meditate upon your true nature, which is I-less and this-less. Discern what you truly are, and thus meditate upon the self.
All right.
Thank you for the always wonderful instructions. What I focused on was, you said meditation is abidance as a self. So I asked myself, what do I actually know about the self or myself? And it's just started an inquiry into, I know that I exist, but what do I actually know about that existence? What is it? And it was easy to negate that I don't exist as a thought or a collection of thoughts. And I don't exist as perceptions or as a body. And my existence is not individuated. It has nothing to do with an individual. But I was asking myself, how do I actually know this? I feel certain that I exist, but I've not really considered myself to be consciousness. It's almost like something I haven't really... I've meditated a lot on existence and that I exist. And I also know that I exist. But that knowing, I don't think I've really dove into that like I've dove into existence and feel that that is my identity. I feel strongly that my identity is existence. But if I were to say my identity is knowing, I don't know that much about it.
So you know where to dive in next.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead. So if I ask myself, what is the essence of consciousness? It is like a knowing power. And
Which should not be confused with thinking.
okay, I do confuse it with thinking to some degree, that it's like some kind of process, knowing. But if I look at the way I know that I exist, that's devoid of thinking. Doesn't have any thoughts. I don't know that I can describe consciousness any better than I can describe existence. It's ineffable, but I can certainly get a hold of it as in a knowing sense.
You need not describe it. Just find out what it is.
It's interesting because the first thing I want to say is, how can I understand it if I can't describe it? But the description won't be it, is the... So how will I know it without describing it? I'm just posing that question for myself. Well, it makes me wonder, how do I actually know anything? Or what do I mean when I say I know something? What am I talking about? I could say I know about things, but that's subjective knowing. What do I really, or what do I know about myself is the question, I think.
Just trace knowing to its source. After that, you can describe it if you want to or not.
Okay. Thank you. That's very helpful.
So you said discern your identity. I was trying that, and thoughts do come, and the thoughts like I have to do this, I have to do that. But I try to pursue that, discerning that. That is in anything what I am doing. The discerning of identity is the way to navigate this life. It seems like that is the thing I need to do. So, but that full clarity is even during the day. Suddenly, when you talked only, I remembered. Oh, throughout the day, I was not doing that. I was so the.
Are you the performer of action? Are you the body?
Yeah. Yeah, the action gets done. It's just that it is a non-inquiring, tamasic kind of mind which is just floating around. But I could have very well actively pursued inquiry while all the activities are going on.
The activities do not interfere with the inquiry at all, do they? Activities are temporary. The self is eternal and permanent. There can be no connection between the two. Activities are objectively perceived. The self is imperceptible and non-objective. So the activities do not pertain to the self. Knowledge of this is deep. Activities do not interfere.
Yeah. From your instruction, I also got that until that I become eyeless, I should keep on pursuing. That is, as long as this I is there, I should not make my inquiry lax. That is, I should be very vigilant and remove this false I.
What constitutes the false I? Of what substance is it made?
Yeah, it
is illusory, characterized by the combination of the real and the unreal, the self and the non-self. The eyeless true I is just being, absolute being, or Brahman. Inquiry is to know yourself as that, to discern how that is the truth regarding yourself. The individual I is not real. The eyeless true I is real.
From the mental, if I think that, okay, I have to practice this, it seems like I will waver. I won't be, like Maharishi says, unswervingly practice what the Guru says. He says. So that being unswerving, yeah, I will try.
Your conviction in the knowledge of the self should indeed be unswerving. To swerve means to be ignorant. It's never a good time to be ignorant. It's always a good time to be wise. If you swerve, it is just an illusion. It's just delusion. But should you swerve, then right there, inquire as to what your true nature is. What is truly the self?
Yeah. Thank you.
Shanti, Shanti.